Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome YouTube on this beautiful and fine day. Today we're going to do another full educational jungle game. I'm going to give you guys all my thought process so you guys can learn, improve and climb. I'm a challenger player since 7 years and here I will show you everything you need to do to climb out of low elo using Lee Sin here in this edition. As you guys know, I do this on every single jungler. And I will try my absolute best to make it easy, free, and accessible for you all. Let's climb together, guys, and I'm glad to help you out. Okay, so on today's episode, we're going to play some Lee Sin. You guys, here is the rune page you should be taking with Lee Sin. On the next split, most likely it will be exactly the same. Conqueror is really good on Lee Sin. Triumph, absolutely insane. You get a lot of resets. There's a lot of fights where you get some assists. If you shield someone, you instantly get an assist. It is really good. So you're getting more takedowns, more kill participations. Highly recommend to have Triumph. Conqueror, you have it stacked so fast. Q auto attack, EQ auto attack as an example, already like 8 to 10 Conqueror stacks. It gets very quick. Now coup de grace, potentially you can take last stand. I would recommend to take coup de grace in most situations. It's just is really good with your Q as well to assassinate people. I do take last stand in some situations when enemies have an insane amount of burst before I even get to them. And here, yeah, magical boots and cooldown, it's just the best because it just gives you too many options. It just gives you stats. You don't need to buy boots. You get extra movement speed later on. You want to use the gold early on anyways for your items, so you get a faster power spikes. And yeah, the extra cooldown is just really good to have in general. Also on the summoners, like I highly recommend to take this. I'm intentionally playing here in gold elo, gold, silver elo, because I want to show you guys how to climb out of lower elo. Keep in mind, it doesn't matter if you're an emerald player right now watching this, you will still get an insane amount of knowledge from this. I intentionally do the videos and all my coaching in a way that you learn from iron to diamond plus. This episode is more for lower elo, so until diamond master elo you will always learn. I'm very sure even if you're higher than that, there will be a lot of information you will see. You can make your own picture out of this with all the information I'm trying to give you guys. Okay, we're playing against Xing Zhao, LeBlanc. We have a Kassadin, Jax. I'm also gonna make this like a quiz form as I always do it. Now I'm going to ask you to pause the video and ask yourself, okay, what are we going to play for? Is there a specific lane we're going to play for? Should we avoid some things? Think about it, guys. Okay. So, and now the answer to the question, you can take all of this. I personally like the green one the most. I think green one is also the best here. We are going to cover the entrance here to make sure we're not getting cheese invaded. Very important already. And to answer the question, we should be most likely trying to play for bot lane because Kalista Thresh is very aggressive, more aggressive than Misfortune and Brand. I don't want to ward early because I want to keep my ward with Lee Sin specifically. This is a Lee Sin specific thing that I don't want to ward here. I want to keep my ward so I have a ward jump maybe even for early ganks. You can consider a top lane play as well. We have Ghost Ignite. That's a very aggressive summoner spells, which we can take, we can utilize if we feel like it. As we can see, they want to invade. So my cover already. Oh, he said Xing Zhao. That's actually funny. The interaction with Lee Sin and Xing Zhao. We're just going to cover. You see, he can't get further than this just because we stand there. We want to start red buff. And I'll pause again and think, why do we want to start red buff? So we can path right to bot lane, maybe do an early gank top lane, and if nothing happens, we're just gonna path for bot lane. We're only gonna gank, and we're only gonna gank if there's a high chance anyways to get a good outcome. It's 12 seconds cooldown, that's 10, so we're gonna take Q level 1. Used to take W level 1, but if it's 12 seconds, then most likely it's going to be Q. And just a little bit more damage as well. We're gonna start red buff. We could be starting chickens as well. Let's see, E cooldown 9 seconds. Yeah, chicken start is also fine with E start. I personally do like with Lee Sin to start red buff, and the next reason, as we talked about, we want to path to bot lane because we want to play for bot lane. The next thing what we are trying to avoid is for sure mid lane. We're trying to avoid mid lane as good as possible because we do have a Kassadin. Okay, here misclick for 1 second. By the way, guys, I haven't played Lee Sin for a very long period of time, but I will show you that it doesn't matter if you don't play a champion for a long time. What matters most is that you have a general good understanding of the game, which I try to share with all my content. And of course, I will show you how you can do it for yourself. So we did the crux here. I used the jungle burn as good as possible. I'm using my passive as well. You see, I wait with my Q until I use my passive as good as possible. Try to apply the burn on multiple targets at once. Just gonna kite it out. Check mid lane is real quick how it's going. I'm getting body blocked here for 1 second, but it doesn't really matter. Gonna use my Q on the burn here. Absolutely beautiful. Now I'm pathing to bot side, see if there's a gank optional. You could be ganking bot lane right now. I don't see a good play right now. It's pushing also towards the enemies, so I don't need to gank bot lane. Don't make the mistake, like most junglers do, of pathing bot lane if there's nothing optional, okay? Look what I'm doing. I'm first finishing the clear, looking bot lane if there's a play. Don't see anything. Use Q for distance. Use my E. Auto attacks always in between. Look how I use my passive. I always have the extra attack speed from the passive. I can smite it. Can also use the E. Gets a little bit lower on my Q. So my Q deals more damage. I still don't see anything. I'm continuously clearing. Use my E first here. I'm going to smite the blue buff. And with my Q it's going to die. Not smiting instantly because I don't know if the enemy jungler's coming. And after the bot skull I can look for bot lane play. Always look on the wave management. Very important fundamental. Okay, it's slowly pushing towards us, which is really nice. Dies from the burn. I'm pinging to come closer. They could be warded. Xingzao's also at 24 CS. I have 28, so I can instantly go for top lane scuttle. I'm gonna danger ping this all. I just want to get top lane scuttle. We know he did full clear. I'm just gonna Q to the Grump here, to the big cannon. I don't want to push the wave. Xingzao gets absolutely nothing here. We just need to respect him. I am going to pass through to get double scuttle. If Xingzao stays longer bot lane, I can even consider to invade his Grump because that's the first camp he did. Very easy, very simple. Let's see if I can find a top lane play. Does seem like he's trying to fight it. Grump is up. Isn't rocket science. Why did I know Grump up? Just spawned. Because he did blue buff into Grump into bot lane full clear. So because my Krug spawned, his Grump has to spawn. I also put a ward because I'm very sure he's gonna come. I'm gonna see if I find a play here. Xingzao's trying to fight me. We can try to fight him here. Jax is coming as well. He did get a reset off, so I need to be very careful with how I play it. I'm going to try to flash out here. Most likely I'm gonna die. W myself, Q him. We got first blood. If he got the triumph earlier, I would have considered helping him. I'm going to be pushing out the wave. He has a ward here as well. And this is warded. I'm just going to push this. Why do I push this, guys? Pause it and think. Why did I push it? So the wave crashes. If the wave crashes, if he freezes it, it's fine. He needs to freeze it for a very long time. Then the wave is going to push towards us. And I want to reset anyways. It's really good. Okay, here I'm going to buy... Like, I want to reset anyways. It doesn't matter if I am on the map for 3 more seconds, let's say. I'm going to buy as much damage as possible. I want to go Eclipse. I can also be going for Sundra Sky. If you are snowballing, so look, I'm ahead of this Xingzao right now. I do want to buy damage as much as possible. That's why I go Eclipse. And after Eclipse, I'm going to go Sundra Sky. Okay, Kallista's bot them pretty fine. I'm going to smite this instantly. So my Q deals a little bit more damage. And now, as you can see, the way I play, I'm not gonna go for a bot lane play yet. I did say I want to play bot lane, but I didn't see an option. Playing top lane was also fine. I just want to avoid mid lane. Kassadin is ahead in CS, so it's really good. But look at my CS thing. I'm very ahead of this Xingzao. And just because I play consistently. As you can see, Sin is a champion where you casually want to gank more often than usual. But I still play in a way, that's what I specifically do, which is very, very consistent. So even with Lee Sin, I could be looking out for ganks more, but I want to play it in a way where I'm very sure that no matter what happens, I do get a good outcome. We're just gonna finish these. Xingzao could most likely be bot side. I'm just gonna danger ping as much as possible. Thank you very much for the help, Kassadin. I'm gonna smite the last one here. Gonna walk closer to the Ornn. Let's see if I find something. Want to W as close as possible. Maybe I'm gonna get his flash. I want to W so I get the assist. I have my ult up. I'm gonna help the Cassian to push so he's faster on getting mid lane. You don't need to take the cannon. I was very close of taking it though, because it's fun. Was there a ward? I can also ping afterwards, even if I didn't see it, to see if there was a ward inside. Because if there's a ward inside and I saw it, it will always be noticed, and then we will see that there's a ward inside. Like, we will see the, exactly like here, that there's a ward, the sign. Okay, after the wrap, what are we gonna do next, guys? Pause and think about it. The answer is we're just gonna take wolves and then grump and then consider a bot lane play while covering the cutscene. Be very precise. Don't be in your don't say in your answer that you're just going to path bot side. That's not very precise. Precise means wolves into covering bot side. You see, they're all ganking bot lane. Do not stop your camps, guys. That's a very big mistake I see a lot of the time. And they skip wolves. You're gonna gank bot lane after wolves. Very important. You get extra CS. And only a very percentage of games that really matters. As you can see, if I was there 2 seconds earlier, it wouldn't matter even too much. We're gonna wait with using my Q until I think it's gonna hit very, very consistently. Oh my god. I actually failed it. My bad, my bad. Now you see how I failed my abilities? I ulted the clone from the LeBlanc. Very big mistake from me. I didn't play this in for a very, very long time. And I fucked it up. Now, does it matter? No, I'm still extremely ahead of the Xing Zhao. And I could win 100% of my games below Diamond Elo. I wouldn't lose a single one. Even though I didn't even touch this in. I got my item finished, gonna get close to Thunder Sky. And you can do the same. That's the point I'm trying to make all the time. You will climb not because of crazy mechanics. You will climb because of you activating your brain, you using your fundamentals correctly, you playing smart and just thinking. Why do I path bot side right now? Because blue buff gives me a decent amount of gold. First I take blue buff. And I have ult in 55 seconds. So I don't want to make a play maybe that much right now. But I do have Eclipse. So I want to play aggressive. We see Cassian is very fat. Now we can slowly start to play around mid lane. We see there's a brand bot lane. I'm just gonna walk closer. If he wasn't going close, I would have just pathed differently. I'm just gonna wall jump here. Slow with the E. Wait with using the Q until it's consistently gonna hit. Wait with activating the Q. Then using the E to slow. I still have my W ready. We see Xing Zhao top lane, so I'm not that scared. I can invade him now. Was that complicated, guys? How high is the chance I die? 0. Xing Zhao wasn't there. I still have flash. My bot then was there. We saw LeBlanc on the map. I think we saw Ornn on the map. So the chance we die is just extremely low. You don't need to go for the crux here. It can be a little bit more risky. I do have ult in 5 seconds, so I want to make as much uses out of this ult as possible. I'm just gonna try to kite slowly towards wrap buff. Use my E to clear it as fast as possible. Gonna get the wrap buff here. You can put a deep ward if you want to. You can also keep the ward for ward jump, which is probably a little bit better. I do have to say having this ward here is very, very useful. Consider another bot lane play. Gonna take a look at mid lane. We can make a mid lane play, but if you do so, play it very slow and safe, okay? We're just gonna path mid lane because... Does he have TP? In 12 seconds. Okay, we're just gonna path mid lane to see if we find a play on the LeBlanc. How high is the chance that I kill the LeBlanc if I played like this, guys? How high is it? 100%. So there are a lot of Lee Sin players in lower elo that walk and just try to Q the LeBlanc. In higher elo, people played like I do. If I had the ward still, it would have been better because then I could have just ward jumped ulted her. But if I flash ult her and then I use my Q, focus with how I use my Q, the chance I hit my Q is 100%. And you rather want to use your flash with having a 100% kill on the LeBlanc. If I shoot my Q and she sidesteps it, maybe there's even a chance I die. Okay, he does most likely the Void Grabs. That is completely fine. We don't have pressure on top lane. Jax died. I'm just going to reset here. You could buy Ionian Boots. That's completely fine. You can also buy Steel Caps here against Xing Zhao, Misfortune, potentially even Mercs. I do believe that Ionian Boots is really nice to have. You also want to have ult as much as possible. I should have bought a glowing mode now when I think about it. Okay, Cassian goes for a fight. I'm just going to walk closer. I do not want to fight that much. I'm just going to walk closer and see what happens. I'm going to cover this. I see there's nothing happening. I also don't want the play to happen because I don't have ult. What are you going to do when you have ult up, guys? Think about it. I'm going to use it and instantly make... We're going to instantly use it by covering someone or finding an angle where I can use my ult just activated, okay? Because when you have your ult, being it now, having it up doesn't do anything besides pressuring that the enemies don't know if you use your ult or not. But if you use it and it's on cooldown, you actually got something out of it. And if you, let's say you use it every time on cooldown, that's for Nocturne as an example, you will just in the end of the game have used your ult more often and therefore in a lot of situations get more out of it. Okay, Kalista wants to reset. I'm just gonna start the dragon and see what happens. We have a control, we have pressure, I do have my smite. I do have ward jumps ready. I'm not that scared here in this position. We see my bot lane is pushing. They do want to reset. I'm just gonna save my smite and play it very smart. Okay. Gonna smite this instantly. Cover mid lane while pathing to my red buff. Bot lane, my bot lane reset, so I don't think there's anything gonna happen. I'm just gonna use my Q. If it hits, we just poke a little bit. It doesn't matter if it's on cooldown anyways. I do not want to play top lane. Pause it, guys, and think, why do you not want to play top lane in this position? Why is it so bad to path top lane right now? Because Ornn is already 3 kills. He's hardcore winning the top lane. So we don't want to path top lane. We're only going to go top lane if it's very promising. You see this picture here? We don't want to go top lane. Let your top laner rather die. We want to path bot lane or mid lane because that's how we're going to win the game through. If I was ganking top lane right now and Xingzao counter ganks and ends up dying and giving my 700 gold shutdown, that would have been very painful. So I'd rather force a bot lane play. If Brent didn't flash, we instantly would have gotten a usage out of it. I'm going to ward jump inside here. Q. Use my combo. Ult into the Misfortune. Okay. Does get stunned. Almost get the catch here on Misfortune. Wait with jumping. Wait with jumping. Auto attack E. Auto attack W. This fresh to get out. Xin is topside, so we're gonna pressure here. Can we get the full tower here? Most likely not. The Blanc is missing. We need to respect her. She's coming right away. Maybe we try to find a catch on her. I still have my W to jump on the fresh. Gonna use my abilities here. Jump on the fresh. We do get the kill here again. You see how I waited with my using my Q until she's a little bit lower, as well as my Q also shows where she where the active is. Lisa doesn't want to take this tower, and now a big advice again for you: do not listen at your team. It's very bad listening at your team. In most situations, listening to your team is okay, but it's bad to listen to it on default. What you should be doing. I don't have my item yet. I'm just gonna wait the 30 golden base here. Big advice for you guys. Whenever your team pings you, you're going to focus, think, and do you think it's a smart decision to follow them or not? Taking first blood tower here, while top lane first blood tower is so low, is 100% smart, because now Ornn cannot take first blood tower top lane. So I want to secure it on bot lane. 100% it's a smart decision. And you can think on yourself. If Kalista, and I see a lot of comments most likely, my Kalista would just run it down now, then let her run it down. I rather want you to fail doing the right thing than getting rewarded doing the wrong thing. Okay, I'm just gonna cover mid lane. Let's see what happens here. And trust me, guys, in most of your games, she will... Okay, that's funny. I'm just gonna ult him right into the tower here again. W the Kassadin. Now get the Herald here as well. Wanted to last it to get extra XP. Okay, in 95% of all your games, if you do the correct things and your team pings your way, they will not run it down. Okay? It's just an illusion of your brain that you think that is like that. It's not like that. And if they do, if you end up having this 5% of they running you down, as I said, it's going to be completely fine. Okay, I have a very consistent CS as well. W the Kassadin to get some distance. Okay, he's far away already. Now we have a very good power spike. What are you gonna do when you have a big power spike, guys? You want to use it. We can kill the Misfortune here on the bot lane as well. Just gonna W the Kassadin here. I do want to kill the Misfortune as soon as possible. Kassadin jumps over the wall. I do see her coming. Very good sidestep from her. Okay, we got our flash. That's something. Kassadin should have went for the play very earlier. I did communicate it as good as possible. Maybe I could have pinged it a little bit better. Here, I don't see anything up anymore. We already got the tower, so what am I doing here anymore? I already got the wrap up. Now I'm resetting, considering to buy the next item. Now, we can think of ideas. We can buy control ward for another ward jump here. Never Gale Go Sweeper, of course, because we always want to have the stealth ward. We can think of ideas, Black Cleaver, Sterox Gage, there are a lot of options you can go. Morph Malmurges if the LeBlanc gets very fat. it doesn't matter that much. What matters most is that you use your fundamentals correctly, and with that are gonna climb. And all of this, guys, works if you understand all the knowledge from, and as I show you here, the course. I highly recommend to check out my course here. Okay, this is bugged. This is not true. Nonetheless, here, I highly recommend to check it out. You can improve. You can climb the ladder of success as well, guys. And with all the information from the course, the games, as I show it here, will get way easier for you as well. Okay, my cracks actually are down. Xingzao took it. Now, as you can see, I'm in a very good position. How are we gonna win this game? I'm gonna use one of the fundamentals from the course, playing with your win condition. That means I'm going to play with Kassadin. Look where I'm pathing to. I'm going through the mid lane, and I'm going to path towards the Kassadin. Check if chicken's up here in this position. Okay, first taking the chickens. I also have my smite, but I want to save the smite here for the dragon if possible. Path through bot lane. Okay, I'm gonna kill the dragon. I don't see anyone near close. I'm just gonna take the dragon and then play more with the castle. We also outscale the enemies. And now the next step how we're gonna win the game is get T2s, which is also very important. Look on the minimap. There's a lot of T2s we still need to get. Okay, they're trying to engage on us. I'm just going to smite it. W out. Q to Xingzao. Look on the map where it's going. Ults towards the Brand. Brand gets knocked up. W out. They're Jax is top lane, so I don't want to keep fighting. I do want to disengage. We see how it goes. I think I'm just gonna ward jump out here. Oh, my bad. Need to ward jump out of here. I think I went a little bit too deep. I'm not gonna go further here because it wastes too much time. I'd rather just instantly go to my camps. Okay, gotta use my E here, get some HP back. If my team dies and pings you guys, it's completely fine. We did the right thing. I think even engaging onto the Brand again was a mistake. I'm just gonna get some energy back. Good Xingzao, I cannot engage in here. Now Kassadin is coming. I can engage in right now. Get my W reset. Energy back. Kassadin gets stronger. And that happens because we are playing close with the Kassadin. I'm going to go enemy wolves here in the next position. Looks very promising here. I think we can try to fight him here as well. I'm just gonna get my Sundra Sky proc, my Eclipse proc, go back in. I'm not that scared. He doesn't need enough damage. Get the healing from the wolves here as well. W the Kassadin while queuing. Now I'm gonna queue the Rump here. Now, as you can see, mechanically it's not that easy. And in order to practice the champion, I just recommend to play a lot of games. Maybe go into practice to learn the combos. Watch from streamers what exactly the combos are. And try to copy as much as possible. I do need enough gold for Black Cleaver. So I'm just gonna go chickens into Crux into reset. I feel very comfortable here in this position. Gonna E an auto attack. I didn't even need to do the last auto attack. Try to be as efficient as possible on your clear as well. I'm going to be smiting this because I'm going to reset now anyways to have enough gold. I do not, so I'm gonna go scuttle here. I did think I have enough gold. And what do you guys think are we going to do next? We are going to play with the Kassadin again. Very simple, very smart. I have my item, I have another control ward, I reset. Now we're gonna have already the top lane T2. We can slowly play for Baron, get them bot lane T2. All reset go together. Also try to communicate it with your team to do so. You should not be farming any further. But now I'm just gonna go for my camps because my entire team needs to reset. So I'm gonna go wolves and typing to them. Go together, let's fight, because I feel very comfortable that we're just gonna win every single team fight on default. I am now 3 levels ahead of the enemy jungler. I'm also in a very good position, gonna get blue buff for everybody. Kassadin is level 13, we can also wait for a 16, but now the best is to either side and get T2s or slowly force the Baron. That's all completely fine. With the mid lane prio and with the top lane prio, very important that we get this pressure here done. I just want to play slowly towards Baron. I don't see anything what the enemies can do about that. I'm walking closer. Now we can start the Baron because the enemies do not have any vision. And then we see how the enemies react. And if they walk closer, we can just turn on them. Turning means that if the enemies try to fight, we stop the Baron and we instantly start the team fight, which you're most likely gonna win. Does seem like with the way Ornn plays that they're not gonna fight for it. So we can try to finish the Baron here in this position. Now I focus on my smite, 1200 HP. Instantly smiting it, walking closer to the team fight. Thinking about where I can use my ult, playing it very slow because we're about to lose the fight now, engaging on the Xing Zhao. Use my ult here, so Kassin has it very easier to kill him. Think about the next position where I can Q the Ornn here. Do I want to engage? I do not want to fight any further. I do just want to disengage. I'm just gonna danger ping everyone back. If the Kassin engages too much, I try to just follow up. I think I should not have followed up that much. I do think I hate the right LeBlanc again, and then I get this kill instantly, but I do think it's just a little bit too aggressive. I should have just pinged it out, and after casting and engaged, I should have backed off. The thing is, though, keep in mind, guys, you're not the reason you win this game through. We're going to win this game through our win condition. That is clearly the casting. Kalista potentially as well as a win condition, like someone who's really strong, which you can win through. But now in this game, it's clearly casted and then Dragon Soul as well. So we're just gonna play Soul, ping Soul, play together. I'm strong. While I say I'm strong, I try to just stay close to the casting. As you can see, he's close to 3 items. He's getting stronger, stronger, stronger. So he's in a really, really insane position. All right, beautiful. Now I'm gonna path bot side. Feel very comfortable here. They need to play slow, wait me. You can also type. Always use the fundamental communication, guys. Really, really important. Oh, misclicked that. I'm gonna W the Jax here. Alright. We can pull it out. I think that's a very good call. If they want to team fight, I do want to find a fight anyways. I'm not going to use my abilities anymore because I need to get my energy back. And now you can go for a mechanical play here. It's not needed though. If we get hit here, that's completely fine. Wing out. Ult the Xing Zhao into the Misfortune. Queuing the Misfortune, the Dragon now. Playing it very slow. Smiting the dragon, securing the dragon, which is very important. Doing the brand, waiting until I can jump. Getting distance. Nice. Kassin pushes bot lane. Kassin gets close to level 16. We're getting close to getting our win condition Dragon Soul as well. Getting as much as possible while the enemies are dead. Look how we push. We're trying to get all the T2s now, which is the way how we can actually win. We should not be just auto farming. We need to get the T2s. When you are struggling in the mid late game, most of the time it's because you don't take the T2s, and with that you cannot close the game. Keep that in mind. Gonna push further. Okay, we can take the next wave as well if you feel like it. Enemies are about to spawn already. Can also try to disengage already. I do not have my item yet, so I don't have a good reset. I could potentially cheese with the Castellan as well. I think that's a very fine call, but we do get Baron buff, so I think he needs to respect it. Now we are overextending. I do try to cover the Castellan here as much as I can. I do not want to fight. I'm just gonna play it very slow while danger pinging. I always have my ward jump and my flash and my ult. I'm just going to cover the Castellan. There's no reason for me to reset. But I do not see anything else on the map, so I'm just gonna reset in terms of taking the portal and getting my camps. I'm not actually pressing B. Because there's nothing I can buy right now. I could use my control ward and then get a little bit closer to Sterex, but it's not needed right now. I can just stay on the map. Okay, bot lane is not pushing. Now how are we gonna win? Baron spawns at 230. You can go Baron into Dragon Soul if you feel like it, but the best is probably just pressure out every single lane and try to find catches. Getting closer to the Castellan here. Feel very comfortable here in this position. I do have my ult, I do have my flash. Okay, insta-Wing the Castellan. And now do you see how easy it is to find catches if you play with your win condition? Like how hard was this kill on the Blanc here? Wing the Jax. Need to get my energy back. Doing the Ornn. I'm not that scared here. I have my entire team behind me. And that's exactly how we get catches. Instantly make usage out of these catches by pushing mid lane again. Okay, queuing the cannon here. Get some HP back. We got the tower here as well. I think we could be considering ending in this position. Blanc's still dead for 7 seconds. Wing myself for the passive attack speed. Always keep in mind. And I don't think the LeBlanc is enough to stop us. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, how we can win the game. Well played, GG. Hope we took a lot of information out of this. I always try to make it as valuable as possible as my coaching session. And keep in mind, guys, if you do want to improve as an individual, highly recommend to check out my course and learn, improve, and climb the ladder of success. I try my absolute best to make it as enjoyable as possible for you guys. Here, this is exactly what I can offer. Best coaching I've ever done. Good luck in your games, guys. And yeah, that's all I can say. And I will see you in the next video. Take care and have a wonderful evening, my friends. Goodbye.